Live from Fox 31 Denver, this is Good Day Colorado.
It is 4 o'clock on your Saturday afternoon, and thank you for watching Good Day Colorado. I'm Melanie Townsend. Well, let's start off with something caught on camera. Just released surveillance video of a Colorado sheriff shows the split-second decisions law enforcement officers face. Video is from the Siebert Travel Plaza in Kit Carson County on March 1st. You can see a deputy get out of his vehicle and draw his gun. Just seconds later, the suspect gets out of his car and points the gun back at the deputy, who opens fire, hitting the suspect, who is a 16-year-old from Nebraska and is wanted for armed robbery, but he is expected to make a full recovery. And in northeast Colorado, a wildfire that broke out in Logan County is now 100% contained. It sprang up just along Highway 61 near the Sterling Correctional Facility and spread to 683 acres before fire crews finally got it under control. Aircraft helped put out the fire, and as you can see on your screen right there, there's a picture from the fire from up above. Reverse 911 calls were made to 353 homes in the area, but no structures were burned, thank goodness. Well, right now, firefighters are monitoring yet another brush fire in the Denver metro area this morning. This one burning near Coors Brewery in Golden. West Metro Fire says the fire is burning at about 100 acres so far and is 0% contained. West Metro Fire also says South Table Mountain Park and 32nd Avenue from McIntyre to Castle Rock Road will be closed most of the day. Jim Hooley is out there right now, and he is getting the latest details for us. Well, parents help their kids leave cookies for Santa at Christmas and baskets for the Easter Bunny. Now the latest trend storming the internet? Leprechaun traps for St. Patrick's Day. It's based on the old Irish tradition that says, if you leave a trap for a leprechaun, you can get your hands on all the riches that they have at the end of the rainbow, meaning you can get your hands on some gold. Thanks to Pinterest, every kid on the block seems to be making one. Well, a massive search for a missing musher when his sled and dogs crossed the finish line. After the break, where the musher turned up and why he wasn't with his dogs. New overnight, at least 2 protesters are killed during demonstrations after South Korea's president is removed from office. Both those for and against the president took to the streets. Several other injuries have been reported as well. The country's constitutional court voted to remove her from office. She's the first ever South Korean president to be impeached and removed. A special election to pick a new president will be held within 60 days. And in Washington, it was PowerPoint presentation that could potentially affect millions of Americans. House Speaker Paul Ryan offered an explanation on what's inside American Health Care Act. The measure is for the GOP effort to repeal and replace Obamacare.
This is the closest we will ever get to repealing and replacing Obamacare. The time is here. The time is now. This is the moment, and this is the closest this will ever happen.
2 House committees spent all night trying to get the bill ready for yesterday's unveiling, but the reception was less than enthusiastic, even among some Republicans. Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton is calling on Paul Ryan to start over again.
This bill creates a tax credit to help lower-income Americans pay for their health insurance, yet it pays that tax credit to insurance companies, not to taxpayers. This bill does not address the one most important idea on which Donald Trump campaigned, which is to eliminate the antitrust exemption that healthcare companies have and operate on a state-by-state basis and rather have a nationwide market.
The facts are very damaging. It's really a cruel bill that the Republicans have put forth, and it will increase the number of uninsured in our country.
Most major health advocacy groups have been vocal in their opposition as well. As for President Trump's travel ban, more states are asking a federal judge to block the order. Washington State, Oregon, Minnesota, Massachusetts, and New York have all asked to join the lawsuit issued by Hawaii. Leaders in those states want the judge to apply the same injunction issued last month on the original ban. President Trump signed the new executive order on Monday. The suing states say despite significant changes, the new travel ban once again has its legal flaws. Dave Chappelle is known for his ability to tackle through issues through his stand-up routine, but there were no punchlines involved when the comedian talked about police violence during a recent town hall meeting.
I mean, this is a golden opportunity. Literally, you could kill the game. In this Trump era, this is an opportunity to show everybody that local politics reigns supreme.
Chappelle spoke to the city council in his hometown of Yellow Springs, Ohio, addressing a New Year's Eve incident where officers reportedly attempt to taser a drunken crowd on New Year's Eve. Chappelle called that incident a huge gaffe, but also said it was an opportunity for the town to become a leader in progressive law enforcement. And NASA, staying busy, they also have released new photos showing the unusual shape of one of Saturn's many moons. Take a look at this. This is an up-close look at the moon Pan. The images were captured by NASA's Cassini spacecraft. They are the closest images ever taken of Pan and help to categorize the shape and geology of it. Pretty cool. Well, and Iditarod Musher will be back on trail later this morning after an unusual setback. One dog team reached a checkpoint Thursday morning without its human. Organizers then held the dogs as they looked for Lindwood Fiedler. He showed up at the checkpoint eventually about an hour later. Turns out he dozed off and fell off his sled. The dogs, well, they just kept on going. Race organizers will not penalize them. Fiedler is currently running in 27th place. Well, the top-selling book on Amazon this morning is trending, and it's 266 pages long. But trust us, it's a pretty quick read. Coming up after the break, how a conservative reporter is trolling the Democrats with their latest offering.